Hey guys, I need some advice. I know this isn't technically paranormal, but it's creepy as hell and I'm not sure what to do. I go to college in the northwestern United States, and a few weeks ago, during a party I was at, I stole a laptop and an iPad. I know, I don't need to hear about how bad of a person I am for stealing it. That's not gonna help me right now. I have occasionally stolen technology in the past to sell it to pawn shops and online and stuff, and I'm pretty good with computers, so I usually circumvent their passwords and stuff, and I sell them as if they were my own. Anyway, the computer I stole at that party has some really messed up stuff on it. Like, some of the stuff actually makes me think I stole from a real violent and crazy person. I don't want to be too specific in case that person or someone they know is on here, but I'm pretty nervous about the whole thing. My question, however, is does anyone know how to break into a TrueCrypt file? Is it possible? There's one on here, and I'm not even sure if I want to know what's on there, based on the other crazy stuff I saw that wasn't password protected. I usually go through a computer before I delete everything. It's kind of exciting. It's like spying on someone's life. I can see all their pictures, check through their browsing history. Sometimes there are saved passwords like Facebook or Twitter. I never mess around with their social media. I just scope out their life. But the videos I found on the computer, I've never seen anything like them before, even on the deep web. They are obviously real though. I kind of feel like I ought to go to the police, but I don't know how to explain how I came to be in possession of the laptop, and I definitely don't want this guy knowing I stole his computer and turned it into the police. I really can't even make an anonymous tip because the house I was at was a friend of mine's, and I don't want it being traced back to them either. This computer also doesn't even have a name. Like, you know how most of them have recovery or registration files and account names? This one doesn't. I guess there's no chance of him seeing it here or tracing it back to me, and he obviously knows someone stole his computer, but there were a bunch of people there that night. But I'm definitely not going to put the videos up on here or talk about the videos in specifics. I just want to know if there's any way I could see the encrypted files. Yeah, there were lots of people there, but the room was in the basement, under the stairs, and people were down and there smoking weed at one point, and it was pretty much empty after that. So later that night, when I was about to go home, I went down there to go to the bathroom, and I just went in his room and quick threw the laptop and iPod in my backpack, and then I left. Pretty normal room, although he did have a big Bowie knife sitting in his windowsill. I guess the computer had all the normal 4chan stuff, lots of gore and porn. No reaction pictures though, I noticed. Fairly normal computer history. I mean, it had some gory stuff, but that's normal these days. Ad eraser, CC cleaner, and TrueCrypt stuff. But again, that's pretty normal for anyone who explores on the internet and would rather be careful. But then I found those really messed up videos. There are like 3 self-injury videos and one where he kills a dog. And none of these were password protected. He has a TrueCrypt file, and he didn't bother to put these in there. That's what makes me really nervous about what is on the other one that he encrypted. You know, you never see his face in any of the videos, and the dog was drugged or something because it was just sort of lying there. It tries to get up a few times, but then he goes and puts a metal thing between its teeth so it can't close its mouth and cuts out its tongue. While he's doing this, the dog starts to roll around and squeal, so he puts the camera down and holds the dog down and finishes cutting out its tongue. Then he picks up the camera again and holds down its legs with his foot and chops off its feet with a machete. The dog starts like this puking, screaming noise after 3 of its feet are gone. Then finally he flips it over onto his back and guts it like a fish. He puts the camera down and then watches the dog until he dies. It's disgusting. I literally threw up after watching it. It's like a golden retriever looking thing. 12.5 minutes long. Yeah, and the guy in the video, he's pretty built, a lot of muscles. In the other one, it's a guy putting cigarettes out on his inner thigh, nailing his testicles to a piece of wood, like a table or something, and sewing his thigh up. He's stabbing this big needle into one side of his skin and then out the other, and he pulls his skin tight to make kind of like a cross-stitching pouch. All 3 look like they hurt like hell. In the one where he nails his testicles down, sounds like it's giving him a lot of pleasure, which is really disgusting. The whole time he's pounding the nail in, he's just moaning, and then he pulls back and stretches out the skin as he yanks the nail out. You only hear him kind of hissing during that part. Pretty sure the guy in all the videos is the same. Well, it sounds like I probably can't get into the encrypted video myself, so I'm just gonna wipe what I can and take from the computer all the normal parts and then throw it away. Normally I would sell it, but this guy is way too messed up to play with. I wouldn't want it to somehow get traced back to me. I probably don't want to know what's on the other video anyway. I just kind of feel like I have to know that I've already seen the other stuff. But either way, this guy is really nuts and should probably be in a mental institution or something, but he's still walking around. Honestly, this whole thing has me really messed up in the head. I was so physically sick and paranoid for the first night I saw them. I've been freaking out that this guy was gonna come after me or something. And it's just messed up in general, that people like this exist, and not just in creepy backwoods or liberal northwestern United States. I feel like I'm now always gonna be able to trust people less after this. I wish I'd never stolen this computer and seen the messed up stuff. You're probably gonna call me a weakling for that, but it's just something on the internet that you know lots of other people have seen and is fake anyway. It's not like that. It's different than seeing really crazy stuff that you can't explain and knowing that someone crazy now hates you and would probably kill you if they found out. I think that's what's on the TrueCrypt videos. Else would this guy bother to encrypt? I will open the encrypted files if I can, and it'll probably be a few days before I wipe and toss the computer. If anyone can help me on here, I'd really appreciate it. I'll be monitoring this forum closely for the next couple days. Just make a thread and I'll see it. Thanks. Hi, 207. It's Miss Viola Swamp. Thanks for listening, commenting, and subscribing. Go check out my Facebook page and leave suggestions for stories you want to hear. I hope to see you in class next time.